This is the Tap and Chip. This is the Wisepad 3. In Canada, we currently only have access to the Wisepad 3, and in the States, if I'm not mistaken, you have access to the Tap and Chip. So, what device should you get? So if you're in Canada, the most basic hardware or device that you can get is the Wisepad 3, and if you're in the States, it's the Tap and Chip. They both do the exact same thing, except the Wisepad actually has a keypad on it, so when someone needs to enter in their PIN, if they need to enter in their PIN, they can do so on this device and they won't have to hold on to your phone or your tablet. An even cheaper option if you don't want to get the hardware at all is the Tap to Pay on iPhone or Android. Within the US, you have access to Tap to Pay on iPhone and Android. In Canada, for now, we only have access to Tap to Pay on iPhone. Is the POS hardware the only device you're going to need to accept payments? If you're using the iPhone or Android apps, that's all you need. But if you are using one of these pieces of hardware, you will need a phone or a tablet alongside of it in order to actually process the payments. So on your phone or your tablet, you're going to have the Shopify POS app. It is a separate app from your Shopify store app. It is free. There are plans, but we'll get into that after. So what are the fees? As I mentioned, there is a plan with the Shopify hardware POS system, but there is a free one. So there's two plans. There's the Lite and the Pro. I've only ever used the Lite. I've never used the Pro. That's a lie. I used the Pro when they had a free trial, then I canceled it. So I've only ever really used the Lite plan. And as long as you're a solopreneur like me, maybe have one or two people working with you, but you only really need one device, the Lite plan is perfectly fine. As a solopreneur and someone who's just doing markets and pop-up shops, like I don't have a brick and mortar, I just do e-commerce, the Lite plan is more than enough. What are the processing fees? So your processing fees are based off of the Shopify plan that you have. I'm on the basic plan. The processing fees are based off of what is already in your plan. So your payment fees in person based on the basic plan are 2.6% plus 0 cents. Do I need the most expensive device? No. Tap and Chip in the States is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, around 50 USD. The Canadian version, Wisepad, is $69 Canadian. Is the Shopify hardware necessary if you have a Square? No, it's not. If you have a Square or another processing or payment system that you're using, continue to use it. But I will say it does make your life easier to have it if you already have your inventory on Shopify. One big tip I would say is to make sure you charge it before you market and update it. Because there have been times where I had an event ready to take a transaction, but it needed to be updated. And that sometimes takes 15 to 20 minutes. And you don't want the person just standing there waiting for you. So make sure you charge it and update it before your market or your event.